crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I get like comments from "you should die" to "you look like these XYZ animals" or "you should commit suicide." Like, literally, the comments are brutal, and
Yeah.
they don't even think, they don't even consider that there's a human on the other
Yeah.
side of the screen that's receiving all of that.
Hi guys, welcome to Z Media India.com. My name is Simran Keswani, and today with us we have beauty and skin positivity influencer Prableen Kaurbhomrah, who's also a fashion and beauty creator. So Prableen, thank you so much for being with us today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
So, Prableen, before starting your interview, I want to tell you that, the first time that I saw your profile on my Instagram, I instantly followed you because that one video of yours had so much of, self-acceptance, self-love. I mean, it was so real that it really struck a chord with me. And on that note only, I want to ask you that when you started your journey, there were not a lot of people doing the kind of content that you're making. So I want to ask you that when was that hard hitting moment for you that you realized that, what, I want to tell my story to the world?
So, firstly, thank you for that compliment. I feel the biggest compliment I get is when they see something that I've created and they kind of feel like inspired or motivated, or it literally just it strikes a chord and they feel like
Yeah.
they belong to that community. And I feel that for me, it was like when I also started, it was not related to skin or body positivity at all. I was just going to create like beauty fashion content. And in fact, I was so insecure of my skin because I was struggling with a lot of hormonal issues and a lot of acne on my face, my back. I was extremely insecure. And I feel there were like a few incidences where I met a few people around me, my relatives, even creators that I met in person would literally pass comments on my skin when I met them. And
Yeah.
those actually just made me feel so bad about myself, and I never wanted to feel like that again. So I feel that it was
Hmm.
just that one incident that just pushed me to break free from all of those comments, and I wanted that freedom that I never want anyone to have that power to make me feel like that ever again. Posting a lot about how my skin looks in reality, because it's like a delusional world. Everyone looks at
Yeah.
things they see on Instagram and YouTube, and they just feel so bad about themselves. There's so much
Hmm.
comparison, there's so much insecurity. People are underconfident because they're constantly comparing themselves to what they see online. And I feel that really needed to change, because when I was meeting all of these people in person, they didn't look how they showed on Instagram. And I felt
Yeah.
that I never wanted anybody to pass that comment on me. I wanted to be the exact same person as I was on social media. So I feel that was my calling and my driving force.
So, like you mentioned also that, sometimes people get a little mean and, they can criticize you or point out things. So, I want to ask you, as a digital content creator, when you are out there on social media, there's one section of the society which is very appreciating. They really love you and, they also take inspiration from you. But then there's another section of the society that can, get so mean that they don't even realize that there's a human sitting right across the screen. So does it ever happen that पॉजिटिविटी देते देते लोगों को आप खुद नेगेटिव हो जाओ and that takes a toll on your mental health?
I feel it's a journey for every content creator, to be very honest. I feel at the beginning it affects us too much because we're not used to putting ourselves out in the world and not knowing who is watching us, because
Yeah.
we're just posting it on Instagram and we don't know where what person is seeing our content. So I feel at the beginning it would affect me a lot. Like, I would cry, I would feel so bad about what am I doing, maybe I should stop it, and all sorts of negative emotions. But I feel that eventually, like, it didn't take much time for me to keep, like, just shut myself out from all the negativity. We have to create like a thick skin when it comes to the hate that comes our way, because even till date, like even today, if I post anything related to my skin, or showing like, raw up close skin texture or open pores, or even
Yeah.
stretch marks or dark underarms, or
Hmm.
just like all of our insecurities that are completely normal, whenever I would show something like that, the hate is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I get like comments from "you should die" to "you look like these XYZ animals," or you should commit suicide. Like literally the comments are brutal, and
Yeah.
they don't even think, they don't even consider that there's a human on the other
Yeah.
side of the screen that's receiving all of that. So I feel now it doesn't affect me as much, but of course, like maybe in a year 2-3 times I would also have like a bad day and I would think a lot about these things. But honestly, right now, it doesn't affect me so much. So I feel everyone eventually um, gets very like hardcore strong when it comes to all of these things, because if you are on social media and if you're putting out content and putting yourself out in the world, you have to kind of accept that with the positives the negatives are going to come, but it's important for us to gauge what's more important and focus on the
Right.
other side.
Okay, so Prableen, like I mentioned also that, when you started your journey, there were not a lot of creators who were doing the kind of content that you're doing. But now there are other skin positivity and body positivity influencers like you. So, and of course, now, especially after lockdown, many content creators emerged after post-COVID, I would say. They were also known as product of lockdown. So, does it ever get difficult for you to shine through in a pool of so many other influencers and make content that is different from other people?
Honestly, I never think of it as like a rat race, because I
Hmm.
always feel like whatever your niche is and whatever your community is will always stand for you and will always be with you no matter what content you're posting. So if I know that okay, skin positivity, body positivity content works the best for me, I know that there are like 10,000 other people that might create the same content, but I know that there's also like a first hand thing that I started it, is why I have the first opportunity for it. So whenever like
Right.
I even meet people, they remember me as the first skin positivity creator
Yeah.
that we saw in India. So I feel that always is going to stay. And there's nothing like any sort of, I don't think of it as like a competition or as being like irrelevant, because I feel it's more of like an internal journey. And as long as I
Hmm.
am like content with what I'm creating and I'm completely sorted, I don't think that ever like affects me. So yeah.
Also, Praveen, like I said that एकदम से boom आ गया था influencers में after 2020 post COVID. तो I also want to know this कि बहुत सारे लोगों ने ना अपनी job switch कर ली थी from regular jobs to content creation as a full time job. So they also thought कि इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा है इस field में. And I also want to tell the audience who are watching this that Prableen Kaur is a 25-year-old influencer, has bought her own house in Mumbai, which I think is commendable. So many congratulations to you for that. So
Thank
yeah,
you
I
so
want
much.
to know that is it true कि इस फील्ड में बहुत पैसा है and what exactly are your sources of monetization?
Firstly, thank you. That means so much, because like whoever has reached that position is when like only they know what hurdles, what struggles they've been through. And it's not always like hunky dory how it looks on social media. There's so much that happens at the back of the camera that we never put out, like all the tears and cries and all of that. But I feel that yes, of course there's a lot of money
Hmm.
when it comes to content creation. And it also takes a lot of patience, because it's not an overnight thing. It's not something that will happen in 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. Maybe it'll take a year, maybe it'll take 3 years, 4 years. But it's totally on your passion and your dedication and the amount of hard work you're ready to put in. Because I feel there are literally there every third or every fourth person I meet is a content creator today.
Yeah.
So and I'm all like happy for them, but I feel that because there's so much competition in the industry itself, it's also very important to have your own niche and be relevant, because if everyone else is doing the same thing, you need to stand out. So that's what, whenever someone asks me,
Right.
oh, should I pursue this, I always say that you need to understand what's your calling, and if you feel that that is going to make you stand out, is when you will succeed in whatever you're doing. Because if you just see someone's success story and you're like, oh, she did it, I also have to do it, that's great
Hmm.
motivation. But she's maybe not shown the 5 years of struggle that she's gone through. So if you're ready to take that 5 year struggle, then go for it, because it's going to take a lot of time to reach um, where I have, because it's been like 4.5, 5 years for me as well. But I feel like in the fifth year is when I could save up enough money to put the down payment, get a house. So it took like a lot of time for me as well. But I feel that Instagram, my major sources of income are Instagram and YouTube. So on Instagram, Instagram itself does not pay us. We get payments, and we get money through brand partnerships. May that be any skincare, fashion, makeup brand that comes our way, for uploading reels, posts, stories, all of those sort of things. And YouTube, on the other hand, pays us for creating content on the platform itself. So that's also like a YouTube revenue that also is a different source of income that we make. And on YouTube also, now we have like brand partnerships that brands are giving us money to create content for them on YouTube. So those are the three major sources of income that I would say I have. And other than that, I feel that I not only want to I never wanted to just be stuck in the content creation scenario. I wanted to always like invest in other things, become an entrepreneur, get into business, invest in a lot of things. So I feel when you get the money, it's also very, very important to invest it in the right places. Maybe start your own business, maybe start your own brand eventually. And also affiliate marketing, of course, like I forgot about it, but affiliate marketing is also one thing that creators make a lot of money, because it's non-sponsored, and it's what creators genuinely feel that works for them. They share links, and whoever buys the product, we get 10%, 20%, sometimes 30% for the product, for the MRP. So these are like a few income source generations for creators, whoever is like thinking to start their own content creation journey.
And that was a great tip. That really helped. I'm sure a lot of people will get help out of it. So, अब थोड़े fun part की बात करते हैं. So, can you tell me what exactly goes behind your day? How does your day start and all of that?
So I like to start my day, like I love breakfast. Okay, so till the time I'm having my breakfast, I'm not doing anything. Like I don't work at all. After I'm done with my breakfast and watching Friends is when I start with my day, like maybe around 11:30, 12. This is my studio. So I literally, once I'm in the studio and once I'm out of the studio, there's a different life outside it. I don't mix the two at all, because I feel like work-life balance is extremely important.
Yeah.
So I will start my day by like, replying to whatever my team has decided for me for the entire day, because we have so many like invoices, different brand emails. So we discuss like in the first half, like I think till 12:31 is when we discuss what's the scenario for the day in terms of the schedule. Then we will script, ideate whatever needs to be done. I will do the ideation, the scripting myself, and then I start to shoot, because I have the entire setup with me at home. So if I need like a videographer or somebody, I will ask my team to send somebody, and then we'll shoot that as well. But around 6, 7, I'm pretty much done with my work, because after I'm done shooting, I love to immediately edit and send the content. Like I don't have the patience to wait. Like I have like a personal editor as well, but maybe I will give her like YouTube videos or like a few videos that don't immediately need to go live. But I love editing myself. Like I love the process of editing, because I feel I'm very fast with it. So being dependent on somebody to do any work is like a very difficult thing for me, because I've micromanaged, like every creator has micromanaged everything themselves since the beginning. So I feel it's very difficult for everyone to kind of delegate work to other people, because that's how you're going to grow. You have to build your own team. So yeah, that's pretty much how my day looks like. I think by 7, 8, I think by 6:37 I should be done, unless there's some brand commitment that we have to fulfill. After 7, I am out of the studio. I will not come back to the room again, and I will be out in my hall. I will chill with my friends, my family, and just relax.
Wow, love that schedule for you. Last question, if not a content creator, what would you be?
So I always feel that I wanted to be in the creative direction in my life. So if not like I am a civil engineer by my degree, like that's what I've studied. Yes, but I've not like pursued it. I never wanted to do it. Like my dad wanted me to be like a civil engineer. But I feel
Hmm.
like if I was not a content creator, I would definitely either be like an interior designer because I love home decor. I love doing up the entire house, or I
Hmm.
would be anything in the creative business. May that be like a videographer or like a cameraman because I'm the person who loves to shoot like more than being in front of the camera. I love to shoot other people. Like all of my friends, I will always tell them to pose and just click photos and professional photos. Okay,
Wow, your friends are
so
so
I
lucky.
love the creative side of yeah, I love the creative side of me. So I would love to do something like that, if not content creation.
Hmm. All right. Okay, Prableen, that was lovely speaking to you, and all the best for your future endeavors and keep making such good content. So, guys, that was
Thank you.
Prableen Kaur Bumrah for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. It was really lovely speaking to you.